what are we doing here in court today?
I'm going to pretrial for an obstruction charge because they arrested me illegally because I wouldn't sign a statement saying that my boyfriend had stolen my car the night before and ran from the cops. So they arrested me and stole my phone and stole my niece's phone, my niece's tablet, for like a month and wouldn't give it back. So we're gonna see what happens today. And so they also towed my vehicle. They towed my vehicle because I wouldn't let them search my car. And I have it all on video, them saying, well, we're just gonna end up towing it and searching it anyways. And then he says, which I'm probably gonna do. The Lisbon police chief, Chief Abraham, and Lieutenant Dobb were the ones who pulled me over. And she's also the one that he went to see at the Lisbon police station the other day, and she was psycho rude and hid from him once she found out, once he called her out on being the one who arrested me. But they were both seriously aggressive and psycho. My attorney's right there.
Where's he?
The big nose guy.
He just came in? Was that the guy right there? Did you say hi to him yet? Okay, where'd he go? Did he come in and say, is he gonna come back in? Did he go in there? I want to talk to that attorney.
Right there, but I've never been in this way.
Do you know where he went, that attorney, just now?
I think he went this way.
Phone. But Christy was charged with obstruction, and the good news is that she has a video. She has a video, because this video will clear her. The charge will be dropped, and if the charge is not dropped, then I'll file a lawsuit for malicious prosecution of Christy. And so this video shows that the cop said, and I'll post this online later. The cop said, "I know it wasn't you. It was your husband," but they arrested her anyway. So I'm gonna help Christy, and I'm gonna try to help you the best I can. What's your name, brother?
Brian Tereshotti's my name.
Hey, Brian. How are you? Good to meet you. She actually said that you were previously her public defender in a different case, and then she hired you for this case.
I was court appointed in Mahoning County. Public defenders, there are no public defenders in Mahoning County.
Here's the video
This is the video
that she took
Lisbon.
that shows that the cop says on video, "We know you didn't do this," and then they arrest her anyway for obstruction, and they arrest her for a plate, and everybody knows that James is the mechanic. He puts plates on and off cars, and they killed him. So today, what we were hoping we could do is get a continuance, because she hasn't had a right for an effective and meaningful defense to create for herself. She doesn't have any discovery from the body cams, and she hasn't questioned any witnesses, and her husband was just murdered. So we want to do a continuance. That's what we want to do today. And then after that, we'd like for you to ask the prosecutor to drop these charges, or we will file a wrongful prosecution lawsuit. I do this all over the country. I just want to help you, though, because he's the attorney on record, so I want to give him the respect, and this is what Christy wants to do as well. So we're just letting the attorney on record know exactly.
Let me go and talk to the prosecutors. I already talked to him and arranged probation.
Oh, he went and arranged probation for Christy.
Called it.
You went and arranged probation? Is that what you did?
I went in and talked to them. Apparently, the Lisbon police officer saw the plate, and then when they came back, they saw that there was a different plate on there.
Right.
Yeah, that's what they say. They
Is
also
there-
said
there's-
that her husband had a gun and he didn't.
Okay, well, that was in Struthers.
Right.
Right, just saying.
But hold on, I just want people to understand how this works at the criminal and justice industry. So you went there and made a deal for her
I talked to
go.
the prosecutor, and he offered to dismiss a case,
Dismiss it.
to plead to a case, a different case, there's
Okay.
2 counts,
Okay.
and to give her probation and community service.
Right, but she has 5 kids and her husband was just murdered, and we have a video that shows that she didn't do anything illegal. So, I mean, why would you take that deal? Why would you put her on probation on that?
I'll continue the case and I'll look at this.
Right.
Okay, thank you.
Could you ask the prosecutor to dismiss all charges? Because if they do continue, and I always do what I say, I will file a lawsuit against them for wrongful prosecution. According to the Clark versus Thompson ruling of 2022, if they prosecute her knowing that there's evidence that
Well,
shows.
we have to look at this first.
Right, but.
They
but
have it.
They have it. And so,
That's the reason they took her phone and my daughter's
and by the way,
tablet and
please do me a favor, don't ever make a deal for her to go on probation, ever. She'll never agree to that, ever. Please don't
Okay,
ever do
good.
that.
All right,
Okay,
very
just want to
good.
make sure.
Thank you.
So this is how it works. They all work together. They're all in on it together. You know, she didn't do anything wrong, but they want to give her probation. It makes me so mad, my hands are shaking. It's like, and just so you know, everybody in the community is now watching. Everybody in the community. There's tens of thousands of people watching this case. I just wanted the prosecutor to know that, so you can convey that, because you're the attorney on record, so I can't speak to that person, but you can. And that's a malicious prosecution, and I filed 3 lawsuits last month, and I'll sue them. I know you do. I'm just upset. I'm upset. I'm upset. I'm a little bit upset. And you had,
He kept arguing with me and telling her,
He says, you're very smart, but you're in a losing battle. You'll never win against the system. You're smart, you know your shit, but you'll never win against the system. That's exactly what he told her.
why would you never win against the system?
Because they're trained to take deals, that's it.
And the
They're not
judges,
trained to fight for your freedom or your
right, the judge is
innocence.
on against you, the prosecutor, your own lawyer's against you. He signed you up for probation already. Is that what do you want to go on probation?
No,
Is that what you want to do?
not at all. All that is just a way to keep somebody in the system. So
That's
that
right.
If they even
That's right.
get a traffic ticket, they end up on probation longer.
And then once you're on probation, they can go to your house anytime they want and search it for any reason they want. And then cops would never plant
could pull me out
drugs.
of the
They would
vehicle
never
anytime
plant
they
drugs.
want. Right.
Cops would never plant a gun or plant drugs on you. They would never do that to you, would
Not
they?
ever.
Not
They
ever.
only just did that to my husband, right? After
Right.
they murdered him.
Right, and we caught them planting the gun. So they're screwed. And so now they want to get Christy on probation, and that lawyer who she didn't talk to before court just made her a deal to go on probation.
right. And the same charge Christy got. I'm the one who questioned the police that made them mad and charged us with disorderly. And they charged her just for fun because she was there with me. She got found guilty in a fine in court costs, and mine was dropped. Because of him.
Okay, we have to wait for the case to come out, and then we'll get it reset.
Alrighty.
Did you inform the prosecutor that if they don't drop these charges, that we're going to be filing a lawsuit against them? Did you let him know that? Because I do, that's
Did
what
you
I do.
ask for it to be dismissed or no?
Did you request it, the case be dismissed?
Well, there's a couple questions that I've been asked.
Well, bring him out here. Let's have the.
I told him that I was gonna look at the disk, the zip drive, and examine that maybe the Lisbon police said that, hey, we know you didn't do anything wrong. If they in fact said that,
They did.
okay, did you see that?
It's on, you can watch it, it's on there.
See, I haven't seen it.
Right.
So-
So you didn't get discovery either, so you couldn't have known. You didn't have the evidence either, so you wouldn't have known
So
this.
you were gonna make a plea deal without filing for discovery and going over discovery?
This is a pretrial.
Right, but a plea
Right,
deal is
but
being
you
Why
have
made.
don't I
the
do
right to
this? Why
discover.
don't I do
Don't attack him. Let him.
Why don't I just withdraw from the case, because this is.
Are you gonna refund her too?
It's gonna get, no, I've done work.
So you're not gonna, you're gonna withdraw? You're gonna quit, but you're not gonna refund her?
It's not a good policy, as a general rule, to tell a prosecutor that you're gonna sue them.
No, we will. That's what I do.
Before I even looked at the zip drive.
Well, I'm telling you,
You
me,
just gave it to
me,
me.
me to you, man to man, I'm telling you that on that right
Okay,
there,
we're gonna look at
the
it.
cop says, I know it wasn't you, and he arrests her anyway. I'm telling you, so you can tell the prosecutor that, you don't have to be scared of him, he's not your daddy. You tell him, if you don't drop these charges, the man out there is gonna file a wrongful prosecution lawsuit. That's what I'll do.
Right.
And I'll
Well, why
follow
didn't
through
you
on
ask
that.
for it to be dismissed? Because he's watched it.
No, he
Or,
hasn't. He hasn't.
oh, he hasn't? He wants to, convict her and he hasn't watched it?
Do we get the body cam footage yet?
Listen, they're willing to give her a plea to one case and
That I'm innocent of both.
She has done nothing wrong. So
Nothing
why
at
would
all.
she take a plea deal?
that's fine.
Why would she? I'm just curious, because people want to know, why would someone take a plea deal if they've done
They're not
nothing wrong?
guilty.
I'm gonna set it for another pretrial, and we're gonna get to the bottom of it.
Okay, thanks.
And what
Just
do you
like
mean
you
you've
said
done
that she
work?
did nothing wrong.
Yep.
And he convinced her to take a plea deal or else she'd go to jail for 30 days.
Right, and what do you mean you're not gonna refund me because you've done work? He just said he never watched the videos, he
Right,
never
what
did
work
the
have you-
discovery.
you-
You showed
I
up
mean-
here,
$1,500
you showed up
worth of
here.
work? Right.
I think it's a good idea that he does withdraw, and I think that we'll ask for a refund, and if he doesn't give us a full refund, then we will file a complaint with the bar.
He,
Right.
And if he
You should
wants
ask
a,
him
if
what
he
work
wants a
he's
bar
done.
complaint, he's more than willing to get one.
Because obviously he's not willing to put in work for the money.
Are you the
that we
prosecutor, sir? You got a second? You got a second to talk to the person you're charging? How you doing, sir? My name's ChilleDeCastro.
Oh, good.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to
You're
meet
the
you.
prosecutor? What's your name, sir?
Sean O'Brien.
Hi, Sean. You kind of pushed me a little bit. I don't know why you pushed me.
I didn't touch you.
So I just
I'm in the middle of something.
right, but I'm too. I'm here with Christy Rohn. I want to explain something. So my name's Chille. What I do is I travel the country and I
Okay.
help people who get wrongfully prosecuted
Okay.
through malicious prosecution through Thompson and Clark 2022.
Okay.
So what I'm going to tell you right now is we just gave the attorney a video drive that shows that the cop said, "I know you didn't do anything wrong," and then he arrests her anyway. So what we're requesting is you drop these charges, and if you guys continue, then what I'll do is I'll file a lawsuit against you guys.
Okay, that sounds good.
Just let you know.
All right, thank you.
I just want to let you know.
Thank you.
Sure. You can look me up. I'm not kidding. That's what I'll do.
I will.
Okay. Just want to let you know. He's a coward. He's a coward and he's a weakling. The man is a total wussy. And you know, by the way, I do think it's a good job, good idea that you withdraw as soon as you get that disc filed and then we do want a full refund. And if we don't get the full refund,
I'm going to file all discovery motions. I'm going to get all discovery. This is just a pretrial. This is not a trial. I'm
Okay.
going to file all the
well, you
discovery.
made a deal. That was what made me mad.
All the discovery motions. All I did was get an offer for the client. It wasn't a deal.
Okay.
No one signed it. It wasn't a deal.
Okay, no deal's been made.
No deal's been made.
Okay.
I was here on behalf of her. That was the offer. I offered it to her. You have chosen to.
I didn't choose it. She chose it.
She chose not to accept it, which is fine. I'm going to file my discovery motions before the second pretrial, and I will review the disc you gave me
Okay. Okay.
that the prosecutor didn't even give me. So,
Well, if you just watch the body
Can
cam
you still
footage.
file for dismissal
Yeah,
though?
yeah,
Because that's
the-
what she wants.
Yeah, we're gonna file. I told him just straight up what we
yes,
want.
if it's on the disc, then I can file a motion to dismiss.
You
Okay.
can file a motion for dismiss for
No,
any reason.
take it easy, honey. She's a pit bull bigger sister. She's just trying to protect her. From what I've been told is that they pled guilty to disorderly conduct
And
in
if
the
they
last
don't
one,
have any
and they're,
evidence against
you know,
me
so
right
she's-
now, they
she's
don't have-
just so upset about
If
it.
they don't have proof that I have 2 different license plates on my vehicle, that should be dismissed no matter what. And if they don't have proof that I obstructed something, that should be dismissed right now. It's
Right, 'cause
pre-trial.
that's her
They should
Fifth
have all that
Amendment right.
evidence already. They should
After
have,
advising her in Struthers of her rights, she decided to enter a plea. That was her decision, not mine.
Right, because you threatened her with 30 days in jail if she didn't take the plea
I
deal.
don't threaten people.
You
she said that,
specifically
you said,
threatened
you
her.
said that she would get 30 days in jail.
You said if she didn't
if
take
she
this
didn't
plea
take the
deal,
deal,
she
she'd
would
go to
get
jail.
30
No, I
days in
didn't.
jail.
I said she's charged with something where she could get 30 days in jail. The possible penalty is 30 days. And that if she takes the deal, there would be no jail time guaranteed because it's a minor misdemeanor and it would not constitute a record. That's what I said, and I don't appreciate words being put in my mouth. I'm
I was
very
there.
clear.
I'm giving you a chance to speak. I'm not interrupting you.
very clear.
I'm not even interrupting
Christy
you.
Rohn-
You get a free, you get to
Christy
be heard.
Rohn decided to take a minor misdemeanor. It was a good deal, and I would take it again.
You wouldn't fight it?
And you said that I would go to jail
I
because
didn't
I
say
wasn't
what
gonna
you would
take
do.
it,
I don't
so-
represent you.
Right.
I
But
don't
you told
represent
You get a
her
chance
if
to
she
be
didn't
heard,
take
sir.
it, she
I'm
was
not-
going
I'm
to
not
jail,
cut-
I did
for
put
sure.
in
Hold
the
on,
best job I
Roxanne,
could.
Roxanne, let him be heard.
But she was like
Don't
this
inter-
in
I'm sorry,
Struthers,
Rochelle.
too.
Let him be heard. He
Listen,
deserves
she
to
was
be heard.
interrupting me in Struthers. She was acting defiant like she is today in Struthers as well. I talked to Christy. She chose to take the minor misdemeanor.
Gotcha.
And so we got the minor misdemeanor.
Gotcha.
What she got is not my affair. I don't represent her. I
Gotcha.
didn't represent her. I did the best job I could for Christy, and I will continue to do the best job I can
God bless you.
for Christy.
God bless
Thank
you. You're welcome.
My attorney filed for dismissal.
I like the passion. Thank you. I like to see this guy. I like to see this guy. I appreciate the passion this man just displayed.
Passion because he was being proven to be wrong on video. Because he told her, you take this plea deal or you go to jail for 30 days. And then he told me, and her, when she goes to court and she doesn't take the plea deal, she's gonna go to jail for 30 days. And here I am with a not guilty and Christy with a guilty.
actually be charged with it. I am-
And I'm the one who did the questioning of the officers that made them mad enough to charge us. Christy just drove by. She didn't, literally did nothing.
So,
we ready
so
now?
you're the fireball then?
Yeah. I'm the one willing to question the police and not put up with anything that I know is wrong.
Yeah, it is wrong. It is wrong.
And the whole time we were in Struthers, I kept telling her, don't do it, don't do it. And he had her convinced so much that if she didn't take it, he was gonna send her to jail for 30 days.
Hold on, now let's see what Christy says. Is that true, Christy? Did he tell you that if you didn't take a plea deal, that you would go to jail for 30 days for disorderly conduct?
Yep. 100%.
And why do we need to put a mother of 5 children in jail? For what? Are you
Wait.
violent? Have you been beating your children?
Nope.
Had you assaulted the neighbor?
Nope.
Did you point a gun at somebody?
Nope.
Okay,
I did not act disorderly whatsoever.
okay.
She drove by.
I drove by
the
while
police
she
were
was
questioning.
asking them to write the law down on paper. They told her not to be back on this road or in the city of Struthers. And so she said, can you please write that down on paper for me? Because I don't think that's a law. Or she said, so she knows which law she's violating. And so they said, that's it, you're getting written up for you're
Getting arrested.
You're getting arrested for disorderly conduct. And at that same time, I was driving by to make sure that they weren't beating her, pretty much, beating her, trying to kill her. And so they pulled me over too, and they said, pull her over and give her disorderly conduct.
For driving by?
Yep,
And your lawyer didn't want to fight that?
Right.
nope,
And that's why I'm so mad at this man.
Did you order the dash cam like I sent you? Did you get the dash?
Yeah,
You
yep.
ordered it? Okay, so she has a dash cam on the way.
Yep.
So she's gonna have a dash cam. We need to get one in her car as well. You can't drive around without a dash cam, or these piece of shit pigs will ruin your life.
We have that entire incident on video.
You have the whole incident on video?
in Struthers, yep.
Yeah.
In Struthers? Then you know what we can do? We can file a complaint against the bar that he forced you to take this deal, and then we can reopen that case. Because you shouldn't have anything on your record if that attorney told you you will take this deal, they'll put you in jail for 30 days. That's a quid pro quo, and that's not right, that's unethical, and he violated his oath to the bar. Is it oath to the bar or oath to the, I don't know, do they take a oath to the Constitution? I think they do. I think as an officer of the court, they take an oath that they'll uphold justice.
Right, and that took what, $250 of her money? That
$250
had to go to court?
bucks.
Was it
Right.
it was two something?
Yeah, something like that. 298 maybe, 250.
You had your probation deal all set up before we got here, huh?
I guess.
You were ready to go on probation?
No. It's just never ending. They put you in a system and you never get out of it because of that.
Right, you get a, what's it called? A fine, and then, you miss a payment, and then you have a warrant, and then
Right.
you get a fine for that warrant.
Right.
And over and over for years
And they
years.
suspend your driver's license?
Right.
And then you go to jail.
Then you
Never
can't
ending.
drive to work
Then
anymore.
you go to jail. It's the same
Then
in
you have
every
no
small
choice.
town. It's the same everywhere.
Never ending.
Everywhere you go, it's the same. So did the prosecutor agree to drop the charges?
I haven't asked them yet, I have to review the discovery so I can,
And did we filed for the discovery from them as well?
I'm going to file for the discovery. I'm gonna give you your court notice, Christy. There it is, you come back in July 21st for another pre-trial.
Okay.
Okay?
And then you're gonna file for discovery? You're not gonna recuse yourself?
Have that discovery filed.
Okay, thank
Yeah,
you.
Thanks.
Yes.
So then what's your next court date, Christy?
July 21st.
July 21st. So we'll see you guys back here July 21st. I'll be contacting the prosecutor's office and telling them that if they don't drop the charges in writing, that I'll file a lawsuit against them. It's just that simple. It's just that simple.
This only charge on here is just unauthorized use of a plate.
Where's-
Use of unauthorized plate.
Where's the, go
Obstruction charge.
grab him and ask him where the obstruction charge is. Did they drop the obstruction charge?
Yeah.
There's only one on there. There's only one charge on there.
Right.
That's for both,
That's a court date notice for both, yes.
for both, okay. Thanks.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Listen, if you feel like you've been misrepresented, man, I want to give you a chance to be represented. I don't ever cut anybody off. I'm a journalist. I have, hundreds of videos. I don't want anybody to think that you did anything unethical or wrong. I want you to have a fair chance to.
No, I'm fine.
Well, I just want to make sure, earlier she cut you off, and I told her to please stop talking and let you speak. So I didn't want to misrepresent you in any way. You're a human being, you deserve to be heard. So here's the other one for the obstruction. So we just got the one, but there was two.
There are two, they're both set the same day.
Okay, okay. I mean, there's thousands of people that watch this, so I just want to give you that chance, because you are an attorney, your reputation really matters.
Doing everything I can to help my client.
Okay.
I always do.
Okay.
I always will.
He always does. Okay, good. Appreciate you, sir. So we're here at the criminal injustice industry, where all they do is make deals to put you in jail. It's pretty consistent. So there was two. Here's the other piece of paper.
I figured.
Now, you only needed one, but then you would be under the idea that you only had one charge,
Right.
and you have two.
Okay.
So when she just got one piece of paper, you know, she only got one, and it's just a clerical thing, but you have to have both so you know what charges you're facing.
Yeah, this one's an M2 and the other one's an M4.
Right. But it doesn't matter on your record. An F1 and F5 is the same, you're still a felon.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
The person hiring you doesn't look at misdemeanor 1, misdemeanor 2, they just see you have a criminal record.
Yep.
Right.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter what it is. Domestic.
I mean, now that the prosecutor has the video that shows that the cop literally said, "I know you didn't do anything wrong," and then arrested you anyway, if you continue forward, prosecutor, I will sue your ass. I will sue your ass.
He
I would
also-
love to.
They also said it multiple times when we got to the police station. They had me cuffed to the bench in the interrogation room. And
They had you cuffed to a bench?
yeah. Yeah. And then they left me in there for like 2 hours.
Cuffed to a bench? Mm-hmm. How'd that feel on your wrist? Was that lovely?
No, not at all. It hurt. And he told me if I don't sign a paper, letting him go through my phone, that they'll just get a warrant to do it anyways. And they were gonna do it no matter what. I did sign the paper,
Never
which I
sign.
shouldn't have.
Never
I
sign.
know.
Never give them your
So
rights.
they still kept my phone for like a month after that.
Right,
And they kept her daughter's tablet for just as long when she didn't sign the paper.
right.
So
Right.
I asked them, I agreed, and he also said, when I get out tomorrow, when I go and get bonded out tomorrow, I could go get my car, he'll release it, and my phone. And then when I got out of jail, it was still a month later that I couldn't get my phone.
What'd it cost you to get your car out?
To $300.
So we're gonna put on there for them to dismiss the charges, that we want to be reimbursed for the cost of, did you have to pay a bond as well?
Yeah.
How much was your bond?
We use a bondsman, so it was $750.
So $750 for your bond and then $250 for your car?
Yep.
So you're $1,000 out, and he says on camera, "I know you didn't do anything
Right.
wrong."
Yep.
Okay. So the prosecutors, I just want to make sure, but the prosecutor, and it's on camera, I'll release that video today. The prosecutor tells her he knows she didn't do anything wrong. Then he arrests you, correct?
Yep.
And then he charges you, correct?
Yep.
And then he impounds your vehicle and you have to get out of impound, correct?
Yeah. And it was
Okay.
in some it was in some weird garage in the middle of nowhere.
So let me just advise the Lisbon prosecutors who are certainly going to watch this, we want that money back. But it's that simple. It's that simple. Because I'm already going to sue for a wrongful death lawsuit, so I'll just keep on going right down the line. She needs her money back.
Right,
You-
she's a mom of 5 kids.
And they cuffed her like she was the devil.
Right. And the cop that was taking me to the jail slammed her brakes on purpose and made my face smash against the glass.
You know what's funny? I've heard this story before. So what did the cop do? You were in handcuffs and you were in the back seat?
Yeah, so I couldn't like put my
Handcuffed
hands up.
behind her back.
Yeah. And
Really?
she slammed the brakes and acted like there was a groundhog. She's like, "I'm sorry, I just can't hit animals." So I was like, "But you can arrest a single mom of 5 kids."
But
That's what I said.
didn't she put you in a seatbelt though?
No.
Oh, so really? That's against their policy. And there's a camera in the back of that car.
Right.
So we're gonna file for that. We want that camera.
Right, that was Lieutenant Dobbs.
Lieutenant Dobbs, she's a lieutenant.
Right.
Lieutenant. They just give themselves these titles, these military titles, and all they do is go to a 2-week academy. They're literally pigs and the worst of our entire society, and now they're lieutenant.
Right.
Salute, lieutenant, right? Is that right?
Yeah.
She slammed on the brakes and your face hit the ground, is that right?
Hit the glass. Yep.
Wow. No seatbelt
No seatbelt.
and handcuffed behind your back?
Yeah.
So you're defenseless?
Right.
And since they murdered your husband, who would take care of your 5 children if they had broken your neck?
Nobody.
Right.
But I mean, they would have to go maybe get split up to go to my family members. They've never been split up before, ever.
Right. Well, there's no need to split up children. There's a
Right.
perfectly capable mother here.
Right.
Right, and when she was in jail and I took her 5 kids, they all had to miss school and everything.
Oh, really? How long were you in jail for the obstruction charge?
2 days or
2
She
days?
went like the morning of one day, and then she got out the late afternoon of the next day.
So, like 30 hours-ish.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a lawsuit here. We have a Fourth Amendment violation here. And then, you know,
And fifth, because she is literally in trouble because she didn't want to incriminate herself or her spouse. That's what this is all over,
Right.
which is protected under our Fifth Amendment.
it's all over the country. It's everywhere. It's
And
happening.
that's what I asked them when they pulled me over. Do you have proof that it was my vehicle even? There's 4 black Tahoes in the same block of where I live. And so they was like, yep, it was this one. My officer's seen the license plate. I said, is there proof of that? There's no proof of it. There's no video footage that it was my license plate. There's no video proof that it was my car at all.
Or else they wouldn't have needed to try to
Get
take
me to say
evidence
that.
off our phones and my daughter's phone and stuff.
Right.
And then did they find any evidence that tied you to any crime
We don't know, they
whatsoever?
haven't released it yet.
Yeah, not that I
We
know
don't
of.
have discovery.
Right. But I know that they didn't find anything.
It sounds bad. It sounds like you were maliciously prosecuted.
Right.
It sounds like you were maliciously arrested.
Right.
It sounds like you were unjustly put in torture cuffs. It sounds bad.
Yeah.
This all sounds very, very bad. Do you guys think this is bad? Yes or no? Do you think this is good or this is bad? Is this good or is this bad? You guys just type right down here. Breaking the flaw. He's the one that sent me your information. Breaking the flaw is so good or bad? Is this good or is this bad? Good or bad? Bad. Good or bad? Is it good that she's being prosecuted or is it bad? Okay. Okay. Okay, let's go get a coffee.